Good day, my loves. Good day, good day, good day. How we doing? I hope you guys are well. I really do. I really do. I'm looking directly at you. I think that's it. I really do. Because I know how hard it can be when you're trying to heal yourself by yourself and you have no resemblance of a support system. Someone can help you when you fall down. Someone that can give you words of encouragement. So during this time, you're being called to do it yourself. And it's tough, right? It's tough. Especially if you've been gaslit your whole life, if you've been, in a narcissistic spider's web. Listen, it's difficult, right? But I hope you guys are well. I really, really do. I really do. I'm sending you peace of mind above all else. I know there's a lot of things that we want, but I always wish you peace of mind. And I always wish you healing for your heart and a little joy, a love in your soul. Those top three things are unquantifiable. They are priceless. I could wish you get your dreams. I could wish you get your man, your house, your job, whatever you want. I could wish all those material things for you. But I don't. From the very first moment I started this channel, I wish for peace of mind. Why? Because that's what I wish for myself. And I know if you're on this channel, your mind has been fucked with. Excuse my French. So I'm absolutely wishing you peace of mind. Not a piece of mind, because that's what I had. I had a piece of my mind. Somebody else had the other half. Or the other pieces, all the other demons, all the other. Because, yeah, they out here. But I have peace of mind right now. Even through the struggle. So let me catch y'all up. I am 5 days sober. Woohoo! Hey, kudos to me. And it's been difficult. Because when you're not sober, it's because you're hiding from your emotions, right? You're not wanting to deal with the emotions because they can become overwhelming. What's in my cup, you ask? Well, first, let me send you some love. You see? I'm sending you love. I even got on my love pajamas today, and I got on my love glasses. Love. Love is always the answer. But it's not always love for other people. You have to have love for yourself first before you can have love for other people. And I know it seems as if it's being selfish, but it's not. Again, I will compare it to when you're on a plane and the stewardess gives you that whole little spiel about what to do in an emergency. And one of the things they tell you to do is make sure you put your mask on first before you try to help anybody else. Why? Because you're trying to help somebody else, and in the process, you're losing oxygen. So at this time, you have to give yourself oxygen. It's hot. There's no breeze coming. Listen, I got my window open, but this tea is hot. Look it. I got the window open, y'all. But it is hot. I'm ready to turn on the fan. But I do have this steam, which is very good for my skin, so I'm not going to complain. It's a little hot, though. But I am 5 days sober. And when you're on the road to becoming your best self, the enemies of your soul, the enemies of your spirit, the enemies of your energy that wants to keep using you as a battery pack will bring up all kinds of stuff, y'all. So yesterday, something happened that hadn't happened to me in a long time, which forced me to sit still. And I thought I was sitting still already. I got a little down because I wanted to be mobile, because I wanted to go somewhere. And a little mishap caused me not to be able to do it, because in order to do it, I need to be able to walk. And if you can't walk too proper, it's really not going to help. So, and I'm still in the situation, even though I know this is not the end. That's what the enemy wants you to think. They want you to think that you're not supported. They want you to think that there's no one out there that could love you for who you are and appreciate you. They want you to think that. Okay? That's what they want. Hold on. But that is not the case. So you have to have hope. No matter what situation you are currently in, have hope. And sometimes you're going to have to go within. But actually, you're always going to have to go within. If your support system that is non-existent and you don't have it around you, that really means that you have a divine support system. And that's where faith comes in, right? Because divine is unseen. And so you have to have faith in something that you can't see, but you can feel it. And that's the journey I'm on right now. Because even I had to admit to myself that even up until last week, I was still having hope for those I've been around to have a come to Jesus moment, to have a come to God moment, and see the error of their ways and to see how they are literally squandering a gift from God. You are a gift from God to the people that you've been around. I need you to enter over and understand that. Even if they have not treated you as a gift, you are a gift. And so having to heal yourself, having to support yourself, having to encourage yourself, because you ain't getting it from outside. You ain't getting it from outside yourself. Why? And they don't even understand or understand why. It's because they don't want you to leave them. They don't want you to move past them. They don't want you to have more than them. And understand that is not your tribe. Anybody that you have around you that is trying to stop your growth, even energetically, I don't care if they on the outside they look like they support you, but they don't give you no encouragement. They don't buy any of your product. They don't do anything. So you have to start differentiating between what people say and what they actually do. And so today I stand here saying that I am 5 days sober. May not seem like a lot, but it's definitely a lot when you're still in the lion's den and not being supported. But it's all right, because I am being supported by unseen forces, by divine power, by God. So yesterday, I was a little bummed because of my foot. And I just turned on some music and I just started singing. And I turned on love songs. I love love songs. I always have. And yesterday, my heart called out for Shantae Moore. Y'all know Shantae Moore. Your love so precious. I love that. I love her song. I love her voice. And I was listening to them. And then I was listening to Lila Ike. Oh, I love her. And I just found her like this month, but I love her and Savannah. So I came across this clip of 4 Jamaican songstresses. And it was on like 1X or something like BBC 1X. And y'all know I love reggae music. I love all kinds of music. But these 4 women were beautiful. It was, I think it was Lila Ike, Savannah, I think I'm pronouncing it right. Of course, my girl Jazzalise. I bumped into her like a year or so ago on Apple. Fresh and clean, fresh and clean. And Cohen, I can't remember her first name. She's new to me though. Her and Savannah was new to me, but I love them and I had to, listen to all them. Oh my goodness. And then there's this group from Paris, y'all. This is how I hear myself. So I'm just giving you ways that I hear myself. And music is definitely a way because music is universal. Music is universal. Music is healing. People from different backgrounds and different cultures and different languages can communicate through music. And one example of that is I bumped into this group called Lou, I think it's Lou, and the Yakuza. And she's from Belgium. Beautiful girl. Beautiful, beautiful. I love her band. And I watched her Tiny Desk. And I was blown away. And she's singing in French. And yes, I took French in middle school and high school. And when I went to Paris, I was able to speak it, but it was hard for me to understand. Like I could speak it, but it was hard for me, and I could understand it, but it was hard for me to, that's what it was. I could understand what they were saying, but it was hard for me to speak it, like put my verbs in the right place and all that stuff. But I could understand what they were saying. But when I would respond in like part English and part French, French are very proud people, which I get. And they also think that Americans are arrogant, which I also get. But neither here or there. Those are the groups that I've been listening to. And they're very healing. Oh, there was another Jamaican guy. I can't think of his name, though, that I bumped into. He has a Tiny Desk, too. And it's crazy, though, because they speak about love. Their songs are about love and what's going on in the world. And so even though I've had some moments, I wouldn't so much call it depression. I'd say it was just sad. Just a little sad. Because I want everybody that I grew up with, everybody that I know, to live an abundant life. And as we know, everybody can't always go with you. And so that has been one of my hardest lessons, is letting go. And not expecting people, because I did, expectations can be the death of you. Expectations. I even had the thought the other day that, maybe they'll get it. I do. And I have to talk myself down off that ledge before it makes me jump. Because once you have that thought, all the other thoughts start following. And once your thoughts have energy behind them, they have action behind them. And so if I'm always constantly thinking that means I'm always constantly trying to help. Even if I'm not doing it, like physically, I'm thinking about it. And I'm like, how can I? But it's not up to me. Some people do not want to be awakened. And that's a hard pill for me to swallow because I want everybody to know the truth. I want everybody to feel the truth. But everybody is not equipped to do so. And I have to respect that. I'm learning that. I didn't think it was not respecting them by trying to, get them to see the light, so to speak. But in a way it is. It really is. And I'm just now recognizing that. So when I feel the urge to interrupt or to butt in, I let it go and I let God handle it because I have put in work. I've been putting in work since I was a kid. Seriously. No BS. Since I was a kid. And then when my niece was born, I really was putting in work because my mama made the baby be mine, even though I didn't have sex for her or give birth to her and was too young to even do it. I was 13, 14. But I took care of her. I was made to. Please enter over and understand that. That's part of gaslighting and that narcissistic spiders where I was responsible. Like I would be the one to get yelled at if there was bottles in the sink or if there was dirty diapers. Like literally, no BS. I would be the one. How is that possible? And I wrote about it. My godmother gave me my first journal and I wrote all about it. And I remember specifically writing like, I ain't fuck for her. Excuse my French again, but I didn't. So why am I having to take care of her? And then you fast forward to now and people want me to be responsible for other people's children. Yeah, that's crazy, right? Well, you should have said something. Why should I say something? They got a mama, grandmama, and you the stepdaddy, you the step grandpapa. Well, I ain't been downstairs. Well, that ain't my problem. I don't have no children. I don't have any children. And they make it abundantly clear. See, that's what gaslighting and narcissism is. When it's convenient for them, then it's oh. But when it's not convenient for them, then it's you're not. Okay, you're right. It's convenient for them when you're doing stuff for them. That's the convenience. When you're babysitting, when you're buying stuff, when you're taking them on vacations and stuff like that, that's the convenience. But the moment you have an opinion, then it's like, they ain't your children, mind your business. Okay, so I'm gonna mind my business all the way. And I'm better for it though. Because now I just have my own energy to contend and deal with. That being said, these past 5 days have been a doozy. I've been crying all over the place. But that's purging, and I'm okay with that. I'm okay with that. On the third day, it was almost a slip up. I did ask, but I threw it away. Ha ha! I did. I threw it away. I asked, but I threw it away. I did. I think that was a defiant moment for me. Like, boom, I'm not. Because you would think that the people that you've helped and you've allowed to live with you and you've cooked for, that they'd be like, hey, you want something? You need something? I know you've been asking, but let me just offer it. I have said this to certain people throughout this whole journey. Why don't y'all offer? And even after I said it, they still don't offer. So what does that tell you, my love? Depend on God, and He will see you through. She will see you through. Your ancestors and your guides will guide you through. Even now, the mode of transportation I use to go to the grocery store is down. But do you think anybody who has a car here has said, hey, you want to go to the grocery store? Actually, I was told that, gas was high. So I was like, okay, well, and I get that. So when you go to the grocery store, why don't you, let me know and I'll go with you. That has not happened. And now that the car is down, no one has said, I know you need to go to a grocery store. You want to go with me or I can go for you? No. They will sit here and watch my refrigerator stuff go empty again. They will go to the grocery store themselves and they will not say nothing to me. So, yesterday, when my leg got messed up, my foot, it forced me to think outside the box. And I was irritated because I don't like change like that. I don't. But I came up with a solution of my own. And sometimes it takes for people to shit on you, for you to just believe in yourself, to know that you can do it yourself. So take it as a blessing when people tell you no. Take it as a blessing when they don't want to help you. Take it as a blessing when they don't acknowledge your hardships, when they don't acknowledge your pain, when they don't acknowledge anything. Take it as a blessing. Why? Because when your blessings come, no one will have a tie to it. Listen, the wheel always turns. The last shall be first, and the first shall be last. But the hard part is getting through this part. Because you feel alone, even though you're not alone. You feel like you're being punished, even though you're not being punished. That's what I've learned after 5. Now listen, y'all know I was sober for like 2 months before then, and I didn't have this awareness that I have now, but 5 days in, Your girl is aware. Because I ain't been able to do nothing. And my other escape is eating. Haven't been doing that. I've been eating once a day, really. And I'm better for it. My mind is clear. Fasting is essential. And I used to do it throughout my life, not intentionally though, because intentionally would mean that I knew the benefits of fasting, and I didn't. But my body knew what it needed to do. And that's what I've recognized for these past 5 days, that even if we mentally don't know, our body knows. Our body knows what we need. Our body knows what we desire. And I'm grateful. My cat outside. I'm drinking me some turmeric and ginger tea that tastes so good. And why is my nose running? Or is this sweat, y'all? Oh my goodness. I am sweating. I mean, there really isn't a breeze coming through here. Yesterday, I heard my cat growl for the first time in a long time. He was growling, and I knew not to touch him because he was in the zone. You know, when a cat growls, they mean business. When a cat growls, listen, and he growled just like he was a dog. And he used to do it when he was little. That's why I called him my cat dog. But I remember he don't like me to call him a cat dog, so I had to stop calling him a cat dog. I want to go for a walk today, but you know, I'm gonna have to go slow. Hold on, I need some tissue. Maybe this tea is cleaning me out. Well, I have been fasting, so you know all the mucus and stuff is coming out. Excuse me, don't mean to be so graphic, but that's what happens. I shed a few pounds too, y'all. Your girl. Devil always try and stop you from smiling and laughing and enjoying yourself. They want you to be miserable. Don't be miserable. Even when they try to make you miserable, don't be miserable. It ain't even worth it. People who try to make people feel miserable is just ridiculous. People who try to ostracize people is just ridiculous. Because what they don't recognize and realize is that energy that they putting out, they gonna get it back tenfold. The energy you put out there, you're going to get back. Please enter over and understand. If you don't listen to nothing else I said in this video, know that part. Whatever energy, and it doesn't have to just be an action, whatever thought, feeling, emotion you put out into the world, you're going to get it back. It's inevitable. That's how this place works. So be kind and rewind. No, I'm just joking. Was that a Blockbuster reference? That may go over some of y'all's head, but okay. So do your part and be mindful of your own energy. Don't take on nobody else's negative energy. Don't take on nobody destructive behavior. Because I know now that I stopped smoking, if there was black magic done on that, which I know it was because I didn't start smoking until I was 30, it will now be returned to sender. Not because I'm wishing it, but because I stopped myself. Because I have control over myself. Now, this is not to say that I'm not never going to smoke again. But until I can afford it myself, I will not be sharing other people's energy. I'm learning. This is a process. This is a journey. So I hope you guys are well. Okay? Namaste, Ashe, Mazel Tov.